Hey everybody, back with another life insurance educational video. So this video, what I want to do for you is actually take you through the process of getting life insurance. So often people know that they need to get life insurance. They understand that it's a necessity, but they are intimidated by the process and they don't understand it that well, and they end up procrastinating and push it to the side, especially going through their busy daily life. And then they have this thing here that they know they need to do, and it just seems like a hassle or a big hill to climb, so they end up pushing it off and procrastinate. So I want to just simplify that process for you today and let you know and understand that it's not something that you should be intimidated by, and you need to take care of it. And if you understand how it works, that will put you in a better situation to feel comfortable with going through the process. All right, so it's going to be a 5-step process that I'm going to break down. So let's start. The first step is for you, it's on you to understand what your needs are and your goals. What your needs and your goals are. That's you. A lot of times people go to an agent and they don't even know why they want it. They just know that, hey, I'm supposed to get life insurance. So they expect the agent to just tell them what to do or what to get. And that's why a lot of people get in a situation where they're just being sold whatever. You should be an educated consumer and understand what life insurance is all about and what needs it helps to take care of. So you can go in there and you can tell them, this is what I'm looking for, instead of them selling you whatever they want to sell you. So that's the first step. You have to take accountability and responsibility for this as a consumer to know what your needs are. And I covered a video for the needs of life insurance, whether that may be to cover debts, to replace your income, to take care of your final expenses, to take care of your children's education, for wealth transfer, for estate planning and asset protection and all that, whether for retirement income, or you may want to use it to accumulate cash with the cash value. So whatever your reason is, you got to come to the table with that. So you could tell them, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking to do, I'm looking to get this death benefit for this, I'm looking to maximize. I'm not too crazy about, not too worried so much about the death benefit initially. I want to maximize my cash value. So you got to get that, right? The second step is to find an agent that are able to do that for you. Now, one of the reasons why I became a broker is so I can be that type of person, right? I didn't want to just sell what the company offers. I got into situations where the customer might wanted this or that, but the company only offered this. Some companies have their appetite. This is what we carry. We only do the bread and butter policies. We don't have the bells and whistles and all that. So not every company is going to have what you're looking for. But that's why I became a broker, because now I don't work for a company. I work for myself, and I work for the customer. I work for the client. So whatever the client need, I can go to the carrier that has that, right? So find an agent that can get you what you want. 3, once you do that, you're going to do the application. So you're going to give all your information. You're going to take the application, give application. You're going to do you're going to apply. They're going to ask you a series of questions, medical question, financial question. They want to know if you're involved in any dangerous activities, if you have any dangerous jobs, anything that's going to threaten your life to be shorter than it needs to be. So you're going to go through the application process. And when you go through the application process, what you're in fact is doing is making an offer, right? When you give your information and answer your questions and submit the application, you're making an offer to the insurance company. The next thing is the underwriting process. So when you submit your application, give that to them, make them an offer. They're going to go to underwriting to decide if they're going to accept your offer or not. So underwriting on the short end, if it's quick, 2 weeks. Most of the time when you're applying for your children, that will happen because that's not much to underwrite for children, right? So 2 weeks is on the short end, or I should say the quick. That's average time for underwriting, 4 to 6 weeks. Average. And that's because they're doing their due diligence. They're checking. Remember, they're going to insure your life. And if the day after they issue that policy, you die, they've got to pay that money. So they got to do their due diligence. If you only paid one premium, let's say you get a term policy and you paid $25 or $30 for that premium, and the next day you die, they have to pay up $500,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of money that they're giving up for only getting in just a little bit. So they've got to do their due diligence and make sure that you are a great risk, right? They got to protect themselves from adverse risk so they don't get out of business. So they got to go through their underwriting process and make sure everything is good. So do not get frustrated by the underwriting process. It's part of the process. Insurance companies must do it to make sure that they're taking on a good risk, because once they give it, they can't turn back. All right. So 4 to 6 weeks. On the long end, it's 8+ weeks. You know, things that can cause that is maybe a physician not sending back requested documents on time. They've got so much going on, taking forever. So it's very critical that you, as the applicant, work well with your agent to make sure that you are reaching out to those physicians or whoever is slowing up the process to get them going so they can get, because it's going to stall. If the insurance company don't get this information, it's going to stall. And it could get to a point where they're done working on your application. So make sure that you're active in this to get it done as quickly as possible. So 8 weeks on the long end, 8+ weeks. And the 5th step is to actually get an acceptance or denial. So once they're done with the underwriting, they're going to say, we accept your order, your offer. We're going to issue this policy as this. Or they might deny it and say, we're not going to do it. Or a third option, they can come back with a counter offer. Hey, we're not going to accept it as you applied. We don't want that, but here's what we want. And they're going to issue, when they issue this policy, it's going to be on a take it or leave it basis. So however they agree to or whatever they want to do, they're going to give that to you and say, okay, this is what we're coming back with. Okay, you made your offer. We're going to either accept it as it is, and this is going to be the policy. We're going to deny it, or we're going to say, we don't like that, but here's what we can do. And you take it or leave it. So that's the process, guys. That's really the process. Very simple, not complicated. It's just, you just have to have patience, understand how the underwriting process go, and get your policy in place. Especially if you're at a high chance of really getting approval, where you're young and healthy and you're financially stable, showing that you can afford to pay the premium. Get it done early. So I actually explain this and a lot more in my new book, Get Your Life Together. It's now available on Amazon, where I explain how life insurance works, the different concepts, the infinite banking, retirement income, all that is in this book, where you can actually read it easily. It's a very easy read, and it's simple terms you can understand. So get your copy, Get Your Life Together. I'm going to actually leave the description in the comment section so you can actually place an order for it. So hope that was helpful for you. Hope the information was valuable. As always, if you thought it was, make sure you give me a like to let me know that that's what you think. And also, if you thought the information is worth sharing with a friend, please do so and share it so other people could get it. And as always, if you haven't already done so, not sure why not, but if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so anytime I release a video, you're one of the first to be notified. Until next time, talk to you soon.